Hello and welcome back to the Hardcore World, and today we're going to start by robbing our own house by taking this grindstone quickly, as today's project will be quite far away from our base. Anyway, so last episode we created this nice little wheat field here, which I just broke. Let's fix that quickly. We can get plenty of wheat. We also got a creeper farm. So we can maybe get netherite pretty soon with TNT. However, at the moment, I'm still very susceptible to dying as I don't have any totems yet. So I think today's is finally time that we make a raid run. And to start with, I'm going to head over this direction, as there is a Spruce Forest over here, which is slowly loading into view up on those hills over there. Going to go over there because there's also a tiger biome where we can get loads of mossy cobblestone. Now that we're here at the tiger biome, we can gather up a load of this mossy cobblestone, which is just here on the ground. There are some pretty big lumps of it. I have now done some travelling, and I've made it to a Persia Outpost here, because there I want to build a raid farm. Now I've already started, as you can see, so this is where we're going to have a villager, and down here is where the killing chamber will be. And the wandering trader decided to spawn, so let's see what it has. Don't think it has anything good that we really need from it. And I don't have any emeralds anyway, so let's offload a load of junk into there. And I think we might as well get a couple of leads, I guess. And there we go, 2 leads. So let's have a quick sleep and we can continue with this farm. So on the way I also found a couple of things, as you saw. I found some dark oak wood. I also harvested a few azalea leaves. And I did forget iron for this farm to make hoppers. So we'll have to make 3 of them quickly here. 3 of them, there we go. With some iron I harvested. And now let's drop down. Hopefully we can do a water bucket clutch, and we missed. But luckily we have foam falling. This is going to be the collection where they drop down onto. And now we need to place in some slabs like this around the edge. And now we can place the water in the correct spots here around the outside. So before we put down any more water, we need to get a villager in. So let's go to the village over here and try and get one. This guy looks like a good candidate, so let's take his workstation and we can lure him with it all the way to where we want to. So hopefully he should pathfind to this workstation here. And here he comes, looking for it, and we're just going to break it. And we can keep on doing this until we get to the farm. And he should keep pathfinding. And I've lured him over here, so let's break that. And I've put the other workstation down here in this hole, so he should pathfind in. He should just drop himself down, hopefully. If not, we can just push him, maybe. Or we could let the water push him. There we go. Get on in there. There we go. Now that the water's pushed him in, hopefully we can just nudge him into that hole and put a block over his head. And that is that room done. Let's just put a torch in there for the villager. And then we can block this up. So we are out of dirt blocks. Let's go in here, get some more, and block this all the way up. The farm should now be ready to try out, other than that we need a couple of fence gates and some lava to get rid of the ravagers. So let's do that, and we should be able to put a fence gate here, and then go in there. And then we need to put 1 fence gate all around, and this will contain the lava. Then we can come to this nearby lava pool and get 1 block of lava, which we can place right in the middle of there, and that will get rid of any ravagers. Now I think it's time to run the farm and see if we can get a couple of totems. And to do that, we'll need to come over to this Persia Outpost and try and get Bad Omen. But before we do that, I want to actually go in, see if we can get any loot here. As you can sometimes get goat horns. Now I wonder if we can get one here. Let's go up. And no goat horn, unfortunately. But we can hopefully find a few of these things to kill. And hopefully one of them has a banner on them. They'll just keep spawning in. We can now get Bad Omen here, and hopefully, there we go, we've got Bad Omen. So now let's just approach our farm here, and the raid has started. So let's go down our little track here. And now if we swipe at their feet, then it should be the raid almost beaten. It seems I built here a bit too close to the Persia Outpost, so we're going to have to dig in here and get rid of the villager. And then now stop the raid. While digging the staircase up to the surface, I found this zombie spawner right here, which is quite nice. And in it, I broke the spawner already, and we've found Notch Apple, which is very cool. So we've got that there, and another golden apple for us. So let's throw stuff out. I think I'm going to get this saddle, as I kind of want to get a horse pretty soon. I have now finished moving the farm over a bit, so now it should be far enough away from the outpost. Now it's time to go over there to get some Bad Omen again. Here we go, here's one of the Bad Omen guys, so let's kill him and head over. And hopefully it works this time, so that they don't come and follow me and join in the raid. So we should be nearing it now. Here we go. And it seems some of us should have followed us, but that's fine. Hopefully none follow us once we're in. Let's just go in here. We've got the staircase down. And it seems that they're ending up down here. So hopefully we can get rid of that guy. There we go. And hopefully all of them come down. And that wave has been completed, so let's go on to the next wave. And this is the last one of the second wave. No totems yet, but we are getting a couple of emeralds. And here is the end of the third wave, or should be, if the last one comes down. And here is the last one. Now we're on to the third wave, I think. The fourth wave is now starting. This is the last mob of the fourth wave. Now we're on to the fifth, and I think this is also the final wave. And the Evoker should be dropping soon, so we've got to be careful here and make sure we hit it immediately. If not, at least we have the boats to protect us from Vexers. I think the Evoker just dropped and died, so we have got one totem here, so let's put that in our offhand. One of the raiders, it seems, got stuck down here, so we'll have to come and finish him off manually with a few hits of the sword. Now we've got to get back as quickly as we can. Here we are, coming down the stairwell, and there's an Evoker there, so let's get rid of that. Now we can continue with the wave. And that's raid victory. And from that last wave, I think we got 3 totems. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. I think I'm going to complete one more raid so we can get a couple more totems, as this is quite far away from my base, so having a few would be quite nice. I don't have to come back here for a long time. Here comes a banner guy, so let's let him come to us quickly and then get rid of him. There we go. Now we can head back to the farm, and I'm just going to do a level 1 raid so I get 5 totems again. I don't really have space anymore. As we approach, as it's just over this hill, you'll see I've also decorated it a tiny bit. So I've got a few rocks and also a bit of moss around it. Anyway, let's go all the way down. Here is the first wave finished. After completing another raid, we now have a load of totems bring home, and also quite a few emeralds, so it's time to head back, as we've got quite a journey home still.